Marvel What If Episode 7 is without a doubt the most different and unique episode of What If that we've watched so far. They've tried lots of different things with different characters. Doctor Strange had a really tragic story. We saw the idea behind what if somebody else was Star-Lord. Specifically, it was T'Challa. We've seen a version of Marvel Zombies. This one was probably the most lighthearted episode that they've ever put out, and maybe it's going to end up being that. The what if story, I'm assuming you guys have seen it, was what if Loki was never Thor's brother? What if that never happened? How would it change Thor? And the idea is that Thor became less responsible, a bit more of a party guy, a bit more immature. And so he comes to Earth and starts these crazy parties, and because of that, the whole Earth ends up getting, in a way, kind of disastrous. You know, landmarks are being knocked over. People are visiting from other planets. There's tons of cameos in this episode, like Howard the Duck, Nebula, tons of characters from all over the place, like all over the Marvel MCU appear here, and they're all having a good time, having a huge party, all because of Thor. It's interesting, though, because, like, I was waiting for the episode to actually have some kind of dark consequence, like a villain showing up. And we really don't get that till the very, 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 very end, which ended up being more of a teaser for probably something we're never going to see. But, you know, it wasn't a big deal. But throughout the actual episode, there really weren't that many issues as far as there being some kind of threat goes. The problem is that Thor's partying on Earth gets out of hand. And it turns out that Jane Foster is the key to kind of fixing all this, because she's the one that reaches out to Thor's mom. Obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but Natalie Portman, surprisingly, I would not say obviously, I would say surprisingly, Natalie Portman voices Jane Foster in this. And before that happens, we have the appearance of Captain Marvel, who tries to calm everything down. And ironically enough, she is referred to as the party pooper by Thor, which I know a lot of people on YouTube would agree, because, you know, I don't know about the Captain Marvel character, but a lot of people don't like Brie Larson because of comments she's made in the past and her general attitude towards certain people. And I can see her kind of being vilified here. And this episode kind of came off like it was a bit self-aware. It came off like they were trying to do this purposely to make it, you know, to make her kind of the villain, even though it's Captain Marvel, not, you know, Brie Larson. They are two different people. Captain Marvel's a fictional character. Brie Larson's a real actress that plays Captain Marvel. But seeing the fight with Thor and Captain Marvel was a lot of fun, actually. The animation was really good in that. Probably my favorite part of the episode was that. And we have cameo. I mean, there's so many cameos in this. Like, it's mind-blowing how many cameos there were. But overall, like, I had fun watching it. I wasn't bored. But it's probably not one I'm going to go back to and watch a lot, only because it's almost too silly. Like, I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, I had a good time with it, but it's not one that really is that thought-provoking, whereas there are other episodes of What If that are really thought-provoking. You know, Loki being with, you know, his people, and kind of he's still there, but he's just blue now and gigantic. You know, that was interesting. Lots of, you know, throwbacks to their relationship in the Thor MCU universe, but this is, of course, an alternate universe. You know, that was interesting. And overall, I mean, there was a lot of funny stuff here. A lot of stuff from Phase 1, really, took place during that era. And I liked it, but it's just not one that I consider to be my favorite. But it was fun. I had a good time with it. Like I said, I'm not going to go back and watch it again for some time because it was okay. So anyways, that's my review for What If Episode 7. Let me know what you think. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know, of course. And I'll talk to y'all very soon.